Run the Fade. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Run the Fade. We are back again. As per usual, we're going to continue to keep bringing up different characters out there. And I want to point out that I'm pointing out people that are mostly talking about us. By us, I mean me, the whole Tony Vision crew, and Tony A, of course. These are the people that I'm trying to put out there because they seem to want to talk about us. So I say, why not talk about them? So today we are going to talk about an individual known as Renegade Media. This guy right here. Right here. I'm sorry. That picture cracks me up. But this is the individual that made a video also on the documentary. He expressed his opinions, his thoughts and ideas of how it should be and how Tony should have conducted himself. This guy has a lot of opinions for Tony and the situation that happened. So we're going to go through this clip right now and we're just going to break it down. So let's go.
This is in regards to Tony A, the Wizard from Rhodium Radio. I really don't watch him too much, but I catch things here and there. I mean, I brought in my horizon, so to speak. But everybody was asking me about the Chicano documentary, the Chicano rap one. I'm looking forward to that one, to be honest with you, even though I wasn't the one to put a donation in it. But it's only because, honestly, I have no history of Chicano rap. I listen to Mexican rappers, Chicano rappers, but back in the day, I wasn't really listening too much like that, which I should have. You know, I think everybody needs to have a great sense of pride that, you know, Chicanismo and rappers, Mexicanos, Chicanos, they're starting to develop a voice. They're starting to infiltrate the hip hop industry and create music for the gente, for the people, which is cool. The thing, what I disagree with in watching all the things that I needed to watch was this. Like, I got to see firsthand how much money you can make on YouTube. You know, it was only like 3 or 4 months before I got demonetized. I was making 10, 11,000. That's when I stopped working. It was like, you know what? I'm going to invest as much as I can into this and blow up and save a big bag and buy a house somewhere in the cuts and with a white picket fence and live like the rich white folks.
But still, dream.
I know you can accumulate a lot of money off YouTube. So to me, asking for donations, I mean, you persuaded the people to believe that they were going to be a part of something. And think about it. They wanted $15,000 for production equipment, and they reached $20,000 in less than a week. So you got to remember, that's a lot of people that wanted to see this done. That's a lot of people that wanted to be part of this documentary or docuseries, whichever one it was. Because in the beginning, it was a documentary. Then later on, when all the problems came up, now it's a docuseries. He wanted to make multiple because he couldn't put 30 years of Chicano rap into one documentary. Whatever the case may be. You promoted it a couple years ago. Now all the controversies coming up.
I wanted to bring something up about how he said he got demonetized. That usually happens when you talk a lot of shit, or a lot of people report your shit, and they might have something to actually report. But that's one of the things that you'll notice: a lot of people getting demonetized, and majority of the time it's the shit talkers, the guys that like to talk about other people. They're usually the ones that get demonetized. And that's probably why this individual here got demonetized, because he seems to be talking a lot of shit. All right, let's keep going.
Donate out of their money, their hard-earned money. They're not on YouTube making 10, 20,000, 30,000. Look at 1090 Jake, 50,000 a month off YouTube. But yet their hard-earned money wants to see this done. They want an accomplishment for the people. They want to see Chicano rap. They want everybody to gain their recognition that haven't got it for so long, because obviously the hip hop culture is dominated by the black culture. So they wanted to see the people in a better limelight, a voice, a powerful voice, and they were willing to provide that voice and donating. But to me, it was like a pimp move. I mean, they sold them a dream. They sold the people a dream. $20,000, and then you come on public and tell me the excuses is, well, COVID is understandable. But either way, that's been uplifted for a few years. And then the one thing that bothered me when he said, he's like, I ain't obligated to tell you guys nothing. I was like, first of all, yes, you are obligated because you took the people's money. You didn't put your own money into it.
All right, let's pause it
The
right
people came
there.
to
And this is the thing that a lot of these guys out here, they want to say, yes, you're obligated to tell us. I mean, Gil said it. Hater said that. A few other individuals said it. They even made like stupid little clips about it. But they keep taking, like this guy also, just like everybody, just like all those other guys. This guy took Tony's words out of context. When he says, when Tony says he has no obligation to tell people, he means people like you, people like Gil, people like Caterer, people, all these other shit talker YouTubers. He has no obligation to tell people like you. The people that donated, he definitely has an obligation. And you know what? He has had people contact him, the donators, the people that put in the money, and he has responded to them. And he has given them the reasons why things are happening so far. But these are for the people that actually donated, not for you YouTubers that love to talk a lot of shit. So I just want to clarify that part. We can keep going.
together. The subscribers, the audience, the people that wanted to see this documentary put their money in to get you everything you need to accomplish that goal. So obviously they deserve more obligation than you're providing because they lost out on money. You didn't. And then he came up with an excuse like, I gave my right-hand man a password and all this and that, and then something happened with an old lady and she leaked his address and he got scared. Well, what? Well, oh my God, bro. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. I've had my address leaked before. So what? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to send me anthrax? Are you going to send me death letters? Are you going to send me a pipe bomb? Or pull up, man. I mean, you have the address. Do something with it. Don't do something with it. I mean, egg my house, so what? I'll just clean it off with a water hose. Big deal.
Pause it right there for a second. I just want to clarify. This is this individual that doesn't care if somebody, deletes him. And that's him. That's how he is. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody's going to be, oh, well, that's okay if they're threatening me or they're coming for me. They got my address. Not everybody's like that. This guy's trying to make it seem that this guy should have been like that. So again, all these guys put themselves in that position, but they're not these people. This guy can't say this guy should have just taken it. Like, you're not him. And people do get scared. This is why I don't like people that like to put themselves in other people's shoes when they're not like those people. But anyway, let's keep going.
I understand that maybe some people didn't want it to be done. There was a part of me I was like, man, there was probably Chicanos, Mexicanos that didn't want certain, like, they were saying it was going to be based in LA, probably dudes from San Diego, like, well, if you ain't going to count us in, or dudes from Northern California, like, you ain't going to count us in, and, we can mess this whole thing up and just stop it from happening. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I don't really care that if you provide an excuse that my right-hand man took, when all this was happening and he wanted to pull out of the situation, he took half the equipment and half the footage. I find that hard to believe on the basis that what are you going to do with half the footage? What is there to do? If it's not done, what's he going to publish? What's he going to do with that? Obviously, if you put money to the equipment, which from what I was watching specifically said the donations paid for the equipment. So why would he take the equipment if the donations, the GoFundMe, paid for the equipment to get the production done? I didn't hear anything about like, oh, we used this amount of money, all the donations, but we had to put in more because we needed more money, we needed more equipment. I didn't hear that part. I heard the donations bought the equipment. So why would he take half? Just to sell it on eBay? What is he on, a tweaker mission or what?
Let me pause it right there for a second. This is what I don't like about these guys. They love to make shit up. They love to make assumptions. They love to make it seem like this is the reality. Like this guy right here. He wants to make it seem like he knew exactly what was going on behind the scenes, even though he just literally said, well, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But this guy is literally trying to describe things, unrealistic things, things that didn't happen, things that he doesn't even know. But yet this guy, just so that he could have his 2 cents, he'll make shit up just to make the conversation more for him so he could back him up. And this is why I don't like when people start making things up. Like it's annoying. It's corny as fuck. Like, stick to facts. If you don't know the facts, don't talk about it and don't make opinions about it. But you have this individual right here that this is literally what he's doing. He's creating what's the word? Scenarios that didn't occur. And the problem is that people are going to believe that part because he's selling it like it actually happened, which he's literally just lying to people and twisting the whole situation around so it could benefit him. But anyway, let's keep it going.
Clucking stuff, man. I got a $1,500 camera, bro. I give it to you for $7. I give it to you for $5, man. Hook it up, man. For $5, man. You can take pictures of your ugly kids. You know, I don't hear that. I don't hear that going on at all. So to me, it looks like whatever was going on with them and in his crew, the disagreements, the agreements, the disputes that caused them to separate, I don't believe the story for one bit. That doesn't matter. What matters is I don't care how it turned out. The simple fact is you used people's money that will help. Pretty much their money is the one funding the documentary. You're just going around doing the interviews because of your talk show, your podcast. You know these people. You can get them on camera, show them the fame, get them the fame and recognition that they deserve, you know, for Chicano rap. You have to do that regardless, even if it turns out bad. You have to. That's why I don't like, I mean, no offense to anybody that does it, but I don't put my Cash App. I did it like once or twice. Some people asked me and I pulled away. I don't do it. I don't ask for no money, even though I'm not monetized. I don't need nothing from my audience, man. My audience will get me where I need to be in the future. But for now, I'm doing this on my own free will. I'm doing everything. All my merch that I pay for and I mail out is free. I give it out to people. Besides the merch that I just recently created, everything that I give out, all the torta shirts, all the mugs, the keychains that I got going on for everybody, I give it away and I pay for everything myself. I don't ask nobody for $1. I don't charge nobody for $1. This man did was accumulate a lot of funds from hardworking people that wanted to accomplish something. And the best you could do is like, man, if you donate, you'll be your name will be in the credit. Well, how long is the credit list gonna be? I ain't gonna see my name. I don't see my name in bold print like that big. If I put in for it and it gets done, I want my name across.
You know, this is what I don't get. These guys talk like it. And they say I didn't donate it. But the way they talk is like they pretty much paid for the whole thing. This guy is crying so much that he's the one that funded the whole thing. I don't want to see my name right here in little tiny words. Come on, man. And this is why I say people like this like to make shit up, put themselves in the mix, even though they're not in there, and try to make it seem like it's about them now. Like this guy literally is trying to make it seem like it's about the people that donated and everybody else. But yet he puts himself here like he's the victim. And let's keep it going.
Screen with flames on it. You know, me, a little Elmo dancing or me, a picture of me like this. You know, something, give me something big. But just a list full of names, I mean, these are all the people that helped fund it. It doesn't matter. What I see is an individual giving a lot of excuses, illogical excuses, but he's trying to convince you that they're logical. For whatever took place, you still have an obligation to your people. And what made matters worse is when people started questioning him, I just watched the video and he was like, I ain't obligated to tell you what happened. I ain't obligated to keep you updated on what's going on. You can go check this website. No, you took the people's money and now it's looking like you just robbed the people for the money. And they've been waiting since what, 2018, 2019 for this documentary. It's 2023. Oh my God. But I understand the pandemic kind of messed things up, but still. That's why I think, you know, you've seen a lot of YouTubers, you've seen a lot of podcasts, you've even seen movie stars and DJs. Everybody has a little scam that they can pull off and get away with. If you're a YouTuber and you're on there posting the Cash App and all that, bro, if you're making money off YouTube from the advertisement, then it's your job to put out more content, put out creative content, intriguing content to make people watch it so your videos can blow up. That way you can get the money. Because every 1,000 views is, depending on how viral you've been going and how consistent you've been, could be from $4 to $10. I was getting paid $7 before I got demonetized. So that's $7 per 1,000 of views. Bam, 20,000 views, I might get close to $100. Okay, let me do 20 videos a month in hopes that I get 20,000 views. Man, I just accumulated a lot of money. I think if somebody was gonna put that documentary together, they should have did it out of their own money. They make enough money, no excuses. We're the ones that are representing the culture. We're the ones representing these YouTubes. We're the ones representing our audience and what they want. We're putting out content what they want to watch. You know, it's a supply and demand thing. You know, the audience wants it. The audience is going to come back for it. I got to keep giving it to you guys. Plain and simple. So it'd be my obligation, if I took money from you and it's not working out, I'm going to keep you updated as much as I can. Hey, and I don't care about my right hand man. He did me dirty anyways. I'm going to air him out. Hey, man, this fool ran. Him and his girl were boxing in the front yard, and then they started beating.
Hey, that's all well and good. This guy says this is what he would do. Doesn't mean he's done it. But this guy paints scenarios that never happen and might never happen ever. But this is why I think it's so funny that these guys are capable of putting themselves there. Well, I would have done this, and I would have done that, and I would have done this. Well, if you would have done all that and you have so much energy towards this, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it and prove to the rest of us that that's exactly what you would have done? I would dare all these individuals that keep talking like this to do it, because that's one thing that nobody should respect, is somebody that just talks about it but isn't about it. If you're not going to do it, why are you going to talk about it? And this guy, he continuously keeps making up all these scenarios that don't exist just to back up whatever he's saying. It's hilarious. Anyway, let's keep going.
Beating each other up with the cameras and the sticks and everything broke, but I'm going to pay for the rest. Don't even trip. But there was a video where he said it's halfway edited, it's almost done, but now the footage is missing. But that's nobody's fault but you, your crew, your right-hand man for trusting them with your password. You owe it to the people to provide that documentary and give the people what they not only paid for, but what they asked for personally. But I think no YouTuber should take any subscribers' money. If they decide to do a super chat, membership, provide in such fashion because they love and support you, let them do that. But to set up a GoFundMe and not follow through with it, to me, it's just another scam. Just like I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers scamming a lot of people. I've seen a lot of TikTokers scamming a lot of people. I see a lot of scams in social media. And I sit back and I'm like, bro, that's why I don't ask nobody for nothing. You know, people came through with the baby registry because they wanted to give something to my son. That was cool, but that was the last of it. I'll never do that again. I never want nothing from nobody. And if I ever do something on behalf of the people, on behalf of my audience and my YouTubers and my subscribers, I'm coming out of my own pocket in hopes that I make money back. If I get it back, I get it back. I don't, you got to spend money to make money, but you got to take that risk. If I don't make it back, but what does it matter? I'll go make 30 more videos, gain the same bag back, go pay my taxes on it later, but I gave you guys something that you wanted. That's the mentality I see with a lot of YouTubers and a lot of TikTokers and like influencers, Instagram models. Oh, subscribe to me so you can see more of me. For real? I already follow you and I already like your pictures and I already comment and you don't comment back. Now you want me to subscribe? Now I got to pay $9.99 to see you do the same thing that you were already posting on Instagram, but you're going to do it a little bit more? Like, bro, like, why is everything a come up? I'm coming up off a social media platform and I'm coming up off advertisers who want to advertise their product and pay me. So everything shouldn't be a come up.
Okay,
I shouldn't look at everybody and be like, man.
You guys, if you guys didn't hear, he said he's making his money off of advertisers that come up to him so he could advertise their shit on there. Bro, that's the exact same thing that all these people are doing. They're all getting some type of monetization. You are literally doing the exact same thing as they are, except it's not coming from YouTube, except it's coming from, people that want to sponsor you. Either way, you're getting monetized. You're doing the exact same thing. You're trying to make it seem like you're not like them, but you're actually doing the exact same thing. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. How are you any different? You're still making money from your platform, just like all these people are making their money off their platform. But somehow, some way, you're trying to make it seem like you're different from them, when in fact, you're the exact same shit, dude. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Let's keep going.
How can I get $1 from him, $1 from him, $1 from him, $1 from him, and then y'all spend a third of it and give them what they want, something generic, and I keep the money to myself? Man, we just live in a greedy society. So I don't believe them. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't care what he says. I don't care what anybody else thinks. My subscriber asked me to talk about it. That's just my personal opinion. And then I read a comment. Some dude was like, bro, you guys were donators. You guys are the ones donating. You guys shouldn't have donated if you didn't like the outcome. No, they donated with the promise, on the premise that they were going to fund a documentary that they wanted to be a part of, that they wanted to see. They should either get their money back, since nothing's turning out the way it was supposed to be. But you can't blame and criticize the donators, the people that provided donations, because this dude didn't follow through on his end. It's like saying, hey, man, chalk it up, bro. Chalk up your money, bro. You lost it. Oh, well. Nah, man, they deserve to get their money back. We got to stop taking advantage of people. And I see that time and time again.
Because I want to point something out. I've donated money several times, and not once have I ever gone back and asked those people, hey, what'd you do with my money? Where's my money? How did you spend it? Where did you spend it? I don't know anybody out there in the world that has donated to organizations and called them, hey, I just want an update and check how you guys spend my money. I'm never going to do that. This guy right here, he says if he gives you $1, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to call you up. He's going to question you. He wants to know where that dollar went. And this is what I don't understand about this guy. This guy tries to make himself look like he's different from everybody else, but if anything, he's worse. Because if he donates $1, he's going to make sure he knows how that dollar is being circulated, where it went, who got it, what's it for. And this is the guy that says, I give all my shit for free. All my shit's free. I give it to everybody. I take a loss. I give it to them. I don't care. But now here he is pretty much crying that if he donated money, he would make sure that he would get updates continuously because he wants to know. Because he didn't just give it just to give it. He gave it because he wants it to go his way. And I've never done that. I've never told the people that I donated to, like, hey, where's my money? How did you guys use it? Where did you guys use it for? But this guy here is telling you, no, you should definitely tell everybody you donate money where your money's at. Bro, if you donate, you donate. That's it. End of story. You gave your money, that's it. And I'm not saying there's no obligation for an update or things like that. I'm just saying that when I give money and I donate it to people, I'm not looking to see where it went or how it got spent. That was my deed. That was my good deed towards that. And that's it. I just keep walking. That's it. All right, let's keep going.
A lot of people, and that's why I said in my last video, man, we got to start showing the audience, the subscribers, the members, whoever you are, however you identify yourself to these particular channels that you follow and watch, we got to start respecting them more. Because I guarantee you, he can't post another GoFundMe and be like, look, man, I need another 18,000, 20,000, and this time for sure I'll get it done. People ain't going to do that. Like, you're going to lose trust and you're going to lose respect for the people that are actually there willing to help, that want to be a part of something, who can't be on camera, who don't have the talent to be on camera, who don't have the money to fund it, but yet they were willing to help. $50 here, $100 there, $20,000 in a week, and it's been over 3-4 years. And then you come up on YouTube talking about, I ain't obligated to tell you what's going on or where we're at. Just go check out the website and that's it. Bro, that to me, like I said, my personal opinion, my subscriber told me to talk about it.
It's leech
thought
opinion.
It was a scam.
That's what it is.
To me, it's just a scam. If it's that important, or if it's not gonna work out, you can see that it's not gonna work out. Start trying to give people a lot of hope, and you're over here reaching as far as you can. Either it's done or give the money back to the people, because the people deserve their money back. So with that being said, like I always say, is one life.
Hey, we can just stop it right there. Again, this guy, he paints a scenario that's not real, and he makes the argument so it backs up what he's saying. And all these guys, this is what these guys do. They love to paint these scenarios that didn't happen. And they like to make things up that nobody said. They want to say that exactly what he just said, that he was lying to the people and he's not really doing anything about it. And that right there, that's him saying his own lie about it, because he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that that's actually a fact. He's just making it up. Just like all these other guys that love to make shit up so their argument sounds solid, so that they could convince you that they know exactly what's happening, even though they don't have anything to do with it, but yet here they are crying about something that they have no part in and trying to make the audience go against an individual. Like, this is the funny part. Tony A doesn't put out any people. You know what? Go and shut this person's YouTube page. Go and unsubscribe from them. You know, they're not out there trying to tell people, stop following this guy. Why? Stop supporting that guy. The funny part is Tony A actually tells people, keep supporting them. Help them grow. Show them love. Show them support. A lot of these YouTubers got more known because Tony invited them to his platform. And now here, a few years later, the majority of them have already turned their back on him. And it's sad because they got their clout, they got their small fame, and now they think they're bigger than everybody else. Just like this guy. This guy, however way he made himself more viral or more trendy, clearly from what I see from this clip right here, is because he likes to talk a lot of shit and because he likes to lie a lot. Saying things that aren't factual and making shit up. Now, and I could tell that about his audience. If you want to believe a fairy tale, keep watching this guy, because that's all he's going to keep giving you are fairy tales. Because he just comes up with scenarios that aren't real. Just lying to his audience. And this is why, again, we created this show, Run the Fade. To point out people like this that lie to their audience, that lie to the people, just so they could get clouts, just so they could jump on that bandwagon, just so they could have numbers, views, subscribers. Don't like him, like me. With that being said, that's the end of this one. Thank you, everybody, for coming through and hitting the likes, the subscribe. Like I said before, I am doing the vlogging also, so I'm going to keep trying to post as many of those as I can. Show you a little bit of what I do. Also, make sure to watch News with Norbeez on Sundays on Tony Vision. Also, coming up soon, To Live and Die in LA. So look it up, support them. It's going to be a 2-day event. It's going to be dope. Aside from that, again, thank you to everybody that puts their comments, that gives me feedback, that hit the like, that subscribe, and that share it. I really appreciate it. We're really trying to keep growing this channel and putting out content as much as possible. So that, with that being said, thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. So make sure you run the fade. Run the fade.